Hi everyone, I am Dr. Satya Suryan, a veterinarian and an animal nutritionist, and this is your YouTube channel Anything About Animals. If you see the poultry farming for the last 20 to 30 years, you would have noticed there is a lot of advancement happened in the poultry farming technologies and also in the case of production quantity we do and also in the quality of the meat we produce. And recently and also previously we had lot of challenges faced by farmers and the industry, and each of the problems and the challenges we faced, we got into new kind of innovations and new kind of problem solving techniques, and we have solved those things and we have came up to this level. At this stage, the poultry industry is facing a new set of problems, which we will be talking in this video in 3 different categories, and what are all the problems at this current stage, and in the future coming days what are all the problems the poultry industry will be facing. Once we are talking about the problems, we also will discuss about the solutions and the approach what we should be taking in advance to come up these problems. Come, let us go to the video. Current and future challenges in the poultry industry or farming and the solutions for that. If you see the challenges in current and future poultry farming is, which we can categorize into 3 major categories. Like, one is the feed cost, and the second is the disease outbreak, and third we can categorize to water quality and the quantity. So let us see the very most important challenge that currently we all the poultry farmers, even the other livestock farmers are facing, is the feed cost. Because of the one ingredient, soybean meal, which has skyrocketed their rates. Like, it has almost 85%. Previously in our video we would have mentioned regarding what are all the alternatives of soybean meal, which was released around 3 or 4 months back, where we said like the soybean meal rate will be increasing in Indian scenario, and it has happened now. And if you see, even today the soybean meal rate is high, it is around 90 to 95 rupees, and this rate may not come back in the near future. Even if it comes back, it will not come to the rate which were previously selling. So recently Ministry of Animal Husbandry has allowed the Indian merchants to import the soybean meal from the other countries, so that the demand in Indian scenario will be reducing. So keeping all these things, this total dependence on one particular ingredient like soybean meal and maize alone is the only problem where the problems means where the rate is being increasing and everyone is dependent on that. There is this is the problem, and this problem will be there because we are increasing the production, we are looking for the better FCRs, so we are using only these 2 or 3 varieties of ingredients, means the demand will increase, so the price will increase. So this challenge can be solved only by hunting the new alternative ingredients which is nutritionally equal. Initially, if the farmers wants to overcome or to solve this price problem in the farming, means one practice you need to follow, that is, first find out the local available ingredients. If your farm is in one place and near what are all the merchants, what are all the oil if they are producing groundnut oil, means what the groundnut oil cake is available or not, like that. In nearby shops or nearby trading places, you see what are all the ingredients or oil cakes or any other ingredients available for you. First, once you are getting that ingredient, take the sample of it, go for an analysis in a lab for protein, energy and other approximate analysis. Once you are doing this one, show that report to the nearest veterinarian or consultant or nutritionist. Talk to them and then make a formula and try in one of your sheds. Once you are trying in one of your sheds, you will get to know whether the ingredient is whether the ingredient is working properly. It will be cheaper, of course, but whether the ingredient, when we are using a cheaper ingredient at the lower feed cost, whether the production is also the same and overall we are getting profit or not. Once for practical scenario, any ingredient you introduce to the farm in first shot, in a first formula, it will never work. So one trial, go for the second trial, go for the third trial. In every trial, no, you make the changes. You make the changes in the feed formulation, you add some feed additives, especially when we are using alternative feed ingredients. It is advised to use an enzyme. If it is a cocktail enzyme, good. If we are using an alternative for a protein source, use a protease enzyme. And even probiotics will play a major role, in a phytase will play a major role. A combination of all these things should be thought, and advice from any of a veterinarian or any nutritionist will be a great input for you in that case. Once you are doing the first trial, second trial, third trial, you will get to know what quantity, which ingredient you can use. For example, recently few of our clients, we faced this when we are using alternative for soybean meal to groundnut cake. The groundnut cakes rate was also increasing. So then we went for the till oil cakes and other oil cakes. There also what we face is when we are using the other oil cakes, the production is getting down. We did 2 or 3 trials, and then we are coming up to the conclusion like only on 10% to 15% we can replace the soybean meal. So this way we should slowly with one or second batch, third batch, means second trial, third trial, we will be fixing one particular feed percentage to for an ingredient. So your total feed cost will be slowly decreasing, one by means slow means in a marginally it will be decreasing, which will, you when a large farmer is there, it will give a good profit to you. Once your ingredients is fixed, a alternative ingredient is fixed, you talk to the person who is supplying it and have a contract with them for 6 months or 7 months or 6 months or 1 year, and make the rate contract also the supply contract, so that your formula you don't need to change. Again, you don't need to go for a trial and error where you will spend again 2 or 3 months and that profit will also be going. So this way you can fix one ingredient, and this formulation and this ingredients available will change from the place to place. The ingredients available in Karnataka may not be available in Tamil Nadu. So things, you just see the local available ingredients, which will one thing will be good is it is locally available. Second thing, the transportation charge will be less, and third thing will be availability will be so often to you, so you don't need to worry. The people is near to you, you will get to know which the ingredients are available or not and all. So rate will also not be much fluctuating in that case. So this is a practical way of solving a feed cost, solving the problem of feed cost fluctuation. And the second most important problem which a poultry farmer can face is the disease outbreak. Because if everything, even the formula, even the feeding is good and the birds are growing good, if at the stage of marketing, if some disease comes, if some disease comes to the farm and it creates a lot of mortality and the production loss, whatever the profit you gain for the days you grown, that all will be gone because of 1 or 2 diseases in your farm. And this is very important for any farmer to have a note of, or have a very conscious steps in taking these diseases, especially for the Mycoplasma, Coccidia, fowl cholera, fowl pox and avian influenza. In all these cases, there is only one way of solving this, only one way, and the cheapest way of solving this is the biosecurity. See, because of your negligence in the biosecurity, antibiotics and treatment is not the solution for the disease outbreaks. Once the disease has came to the farm, you can't just have a treatment, or using antibiotics will not solve the problem. It may solve the problem for a short term, but it will increase the cost of the farming. So it is always advised to have a best biosecurity to the farm. For example, if there is a vehicles coming to your farm from other farms, for especially in the layers where the eggs will be taken from one farm to other farm, and even for the other feed ingredients and all, the vehicles will be coming and going. So make sure those vehicles are properly disinfected, and then it is sent to the farm. And also, if you see avian influenza in the 2020 and 21, many wild birds were dead. In this case, you can just have a proactive measure, like where there is wild birds and poultry farm interface is there you can have you can address the problem more or focus there, and have avoid these by using fences. You can avoid the wild birds which is coming to the near to the farm, or if there is any very trees very near to the farm, you can just relocate them, or you can just cut them. Place the trees outside in the borders of the farms and not very close to the shed. And even you can also go for the farm to farm, when there is equipments which you are using in some other farm, and the same equipment if you are using to the this farm, you make sure you are fumigating it properly, you are disinfecting properly, and then doing it. And even the workers should have a proper sanitization disinfection protocol, like when they are entering to the shed, or when they are entering to the farm itself, they should have a proper foot bath, they should have proper sanitization measures and all should be there, because they will be going out and coming to the farm. So this biosecurity, when you are properly maintaining the biosecurity, you will have an best result, because no infection is coming there, and then you will be having less mortality. Because of that, you will be saving the birds and the profit will be increasing. And the third way, and the most important challenge also, is the water quality and the quantity. So recently, when the farmers are facing problems in the water quantity available, means the water is not available, and the second thing is the water quality also. So please make sure that you are having some kind of constant source of water, like borewell or something. And second thing is, analyze the water constantly for minerals, you analyze, and also for the chemicals or pesticides you can analyze. And the third thing is the microbial count in the water. These three things should be regularly, you should keep a check of these things. Whenever you are finding some production loss, or you are finding some problem in the birds, it is advised to analyze the water quality also, because it plays a major role. And when you are going for water quality management inside the shed, it is advised you always make sure you don't allow the pipeline of the water pipeline to build up with the biofilms. You can there are many means kind of sanitization liquids available to remove these kind of biofilms in the water lines. You can use those things so that you can flush all the biofilms and make sure that water pipe is so clean and neat. And also, if there is in between flocks also there will be water pipes, loggings will be there also you can use a good sanitizer, and the flushing out can be done, so that the water quality will be increasing. Once you are focusing on these three problems, these three challenges are there, and these challenges will be there if for future also, and it is a wise step to solve in all the aspects. First thing is feed, see for the new alternative feeds. Second thing, disease outbreaks, where unexpectedly, surprisingly, the losses will be there. So when you are focusing on the biosecurity, the disease aspects is solved. And the third thing is water quality and the availability of the water. So you can go for some alternatives where you can constantly get the water, and make sure every time the water reaching to the birds is neat and clean and healthy also. And if you see, these are all the current problems, and every problems, new problems, whenever it is coming to our notice, we will be saying in our YouTube channel. So to keep a track of new challenges you are facing, if any new challenges which we didn't mention is been faced by you, please leave that thing in the comment section, so that we will note that one. Whenever the time permits, we will go through that and then we will give you a clear suggestion on that one. So if you want to know more about the poultry farming and any other animal farming also, please subscribe the YouTube channel Anything About Animals, and also press the bell icon, so that if we are giving any suggestion in the coming days, that will notify to you, so that immediately you can see that one. Until we see you in the next video, bye everyone.